Hello again, my name is Dr. Tim Cameraman and I'm excited to bring to you a product called Gluten Soothe. For those of you that have gluten sensitivity, this is going to be a godsend. For those of you that just have some digestive problems in general, it also can be helpful to you. So I'm going to share a little bit about the product and what it can do for you. There's the idea that maybe you can totally get away from gluten. It's a real difficult problem because it's everywhere in our environment. When you go out to eat or you go over to someone's house or even some product that maybe has had cross-contamination, you're going to need something that's going to help you break down those gluten proteins. So the good thing about this as well is that it not only breaks down the gluten, but it also has to do with soy, dairy, and eggs. So you get some further benefit just by using Gluten Soothe. Now, good thing about Gluten Soothe is that it breaks down those gluten proteins within 90 minutes before it gets into the small intestine. So it may take you 2 to 4 hours before that food reaches the small intestine. So it's breaking it down 99% before it even gets there. Okay. The next thing is that we've got these bonds that get broken down by the DPP4 that is in a lot of products. But this goes way beyond that, because when we have, like we see on this little block here, let's pretend this is the endopeptidase and it's breaking down these bonds here. That's very helpful and that's going to make a big difference. So there's a lot of products out there that will do that. But when you have the exopeptidases as well, it starts to break down the bonds on the outside like we see here. So this product goes way beyond and it further breaks down. Then when you have the other proteolytic enzymes, then it starts breaking them down into smaller particles as well. So once it reaches the small intestine, you're not going to have the immune response that you typically would by a food that's not being broken down. The next thing is it has 2 forms of probiotic. And that's going to be important because not only do we want to rebuild the healthy gut environment, but we want to make sure that the inflammation is being reduced as well. One thing to keep in mind is there's different strains, even if you have bifidobacterium or lactobacillus, there's different strains within those bacteria. So these are specially formulated probiotics to help you rebuild not only in the large intestine, but also up into the small intestine as well. Which brings me to another point, is that let's say that you haven't been getting exposed to gluten. You can take it as well as a preventative because you can build up the gut health. So if you are exposed, you're not going to have as much of a immune response there. So I want you to take a look at Gluten Soothe, and I think you're going to find that's going to be an excellent product. Many individuals that have multiple food sensitivities may have to also add the ultra enzymes in, which is going to help you break down the lipase, the fats, some of the sugars that you might have some problems with. So you may have to go a little bit beyond here if you have multiple food sensitivities beyond what we've talked about. The other thing is that we have a prebiotic that's in here which is going to help you build the probiotic. So this is a beautiful product, and so you're obviously on this website and so you know about it. Share with your friends, and there's an easy way to go to it. They can go to zoeps.net, and that may be a quicker way than going to zoepresosolutions.com. So zoeps.net. And I know this is going to help a lot of you folks because everyone knows someone that has gluten sensitivity.